and blood, but against principalities, wickedness. Jesus, this means war. How many of you are enjoying yourselves tonight so far? God is so good. We just want to simply reverence Jesus and say, I'm yours, Lord. I'm yours, Lord. Everything I have, everything I've got, everything I'm not, I give that to you, Jesus. I'm yours. I release myself. I release myself to you, Lord. That was one of my goals for this year, to completely release myself to Jesus, not to have fears, not to worry, not to stress, but I know if it's in the hands of the Lord, if it's in the hands of the Lord, that's nothing that can come against me. I'm yours, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Just lift up your hands and receive. It's a blessing to be a part of the presence of God. We bless you, Jesus. We bless you, Jesus, because you're worthy. Thank you, Lord, because you're worthy. Thank you, Jesus. We love you, God. You're worthy, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. We bless your name, God. Thank you, Jesus. We lift your name on high. Oh, we bless you, Lord. Oh, yeah. We thank you, Jesus. We bless you, Jesus. Just shout hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Lord, I love you. You are so worthy. You are so awesome. God, we bless you because you are everything to us. Listen. Your song flow from my lips. Your word move from my hands. Your thoughts stay on my mind. Live in me. Your song flow from my lips. And your word move from my hands. Your thoughts stay on my mind. Live in me. And you can have all of me. Have all of me. Have all of me. I'm yours, and I give you There's a miracle in this room with my name on. Oh, yeah, Lord. There's a healing in this room, and it's here. There's a breakthrough in this room, and it's got my name on it. So I'm gonna put a price on it. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna
McDonald's, the shake machine was down. I don't know when it's ever on, Pastor. But now that I'm in the house of the Lord, David said, I was glad when they said unto me, let us go. Somebody go in for yourself. Let us go.
Come on, give the Lord a hand of praise. Come on now. How many of you enjoying yourself so far? Look at your neighbor and tell them, put a praise on it. Now don't play with it. Tell them, put a praise on it. Now look at somebody else and tell them, I'm in a battle. Tell them, this means war. Now, you know I come from PPU. I don't know where y'all come from. But over in PPU, you could come from another area and come into people. We have to fight. How many of you know your God is fighting for you? Just look at your neighbor and tell them, God is fighting for me. Fight with somebody else and tell them, God is fighting for me. Tell them, no matter what I'm going through, God is fighting for me. Look out and tell them, the battle's not over. when? I ain't here to preach. I just want to say that I'm going to be preached too. I have to preach all the time, but I'm ready to hear some preaching. I thank God for all of you visiting New Heart. Look here, you get ready to have the best experience you've ever had in church. You'll never be the same after tonight. I dare you to let go and let God. I believe there's a word tonight for us. And what you have to do is accept the word as it is. And God will bless you. And I'm not going to say I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to hear the evangelist. I don't know, do you need this evangelist? No, I kind of figured you did. Amen. Now she traveled all the way here to be with us. And a great assistant. We thank God for. Come on, let's get him a New Heart welcome. We thank God for all the college students that have come from Sister Sharma Ramroot's class at Bethune-Cookman University. Let's give them a hand. Yeah, all of our visitors that are here tonight. Are you ready for a word? I say, are you ready for a word? How many of you need a word from the Lord? Yeah, we need a word. We thank God for Sister, I hope I don't mess this up, Evangelist Tiffany Morriar. Did I get it right? Morriar. Amen. Amen. We thank God for her. I am ready. I am ready. I enjoy good preaching. But most of all, I enjoy hearing a word that's going to take me to another level. Amen. Tell your neighbor we get ready to go to another level. Amen. We thank God for the first lady of this house. Yeah. Ain't for one. Y'all ought to give her a hand. Amen. I only introduced one. That's all I got. I don't know how some people handle 2 and 3, but that's enough for me. Amen. And y'all got quiet then. I don't know why you got quiet. Amen. But thank God for you. We love you. I want you to stand to your feet right now and let's get ready. I want you to get your cups out. I got my bucket out. I'm getting ready to put up this new church and I need a word tonight. Y'all hear me? Get ready. In 8 months you can come on back and enjoy it with us. How about that? But we have a great evangelist here tonight. And I believe there's a word for us. I want you to receive her as she comes. Put your hands together for our evangelist and pastor for tonight. God bless you.
Praise the Lord, everybody. I was glad when they said unto me, let us go into the house of the Lord. Is there anybody glad to be in the house of the Lord yet another day? I know I told you one song, but I hear something else. Just another day that the Lord has kept me. Anybody have that testimony? Just another day that the Lord has kept me. He has kept me. Yes, from with my mind stayed on Jesus. Just another day that the Lord has kept me. Take me up. Now you play the minor, I sing it big. Just another day that the Lord has kept me. They say I sing it wrong, but I sing it like this. Just another day that the Lord it. I just need 15. 15 real praisers. Excuse me, I'm apostolic. 15 real praisers that understand if it had not been. If it had not been for the Lord that was on your side, about 10 years ago, you would have lost your mind. If it had not been for the Lord that was on your side, about 5 years ago, that relationship would have took you out. If it had not been for the Lord that was on your side, you would have been in your own grave. But I'm here, and I'm alive, and I will bless the Lord at all times. And His praise shall be in my mouth for 15 seconds. Open up your mouth and give God in a live praise. I thought y'all was in war. I said I thought y'all was in war. Wars require war cries. You gotta let the enemy know I'm not afraid of you. I'm not intimidated by you. You can attack my finance. You can attack my family. You can attack my place of employment. You can attack my business. You can attack my emotions. You can attack my mind. But I shall not be moved. I shall not put my hand to the plow and turn back. But I'm going to stand steadfast and unmovable. And I'm going to slay every giant that gets in my way. I'm going to slay every demonic spirit that comes in my presence. I'm going to slay every enemy because I understand that God is giving me victory. And when He's giving me victory, I'll dance about it now. When He's giving me victory, I'll praise Him now. I might not see the manifestation, but I know it's on the way. Come on, that tempo, it's on the way, it's on the way, it's on. I need you to get a run in your spirit. I said I need you to get a run in your spirit. I need you to get a run in your spirit. Get a run in your spirit. Get a run in your spirit. Look at 3 people and say it's time to charge up. I said it's time to charge up. You may be seated. If y'all push me tonight, I'll preach. Giving honor to this great man of God, Bishop Butts and Lady Butts. Can we give them a hand of praise? It's a blessing to have good leadership. You don't understand the necessity of good leadership until you've been under a bad leader. I'll say it again. You don't understand the importance of good leadership until you've been under a bad leader. So honor your man of God. Honor your man of God. I bring you greetings from my parents' church, Pastor Sigmund and co-pastor Tina Morriar in New Haven, Connecticut, the Kingdom Center. Can we give my parents a hand clap of praise? I won't be before you long. You can turn with me to the book of Esther, chapter 4. Before I get started, because I know once I end, I won't have time to say this. We'll have product afterwards. We just released our Glam Closet clothing line, so we have different cute little shirts for women of God. My assistant has a shirt on that says Slayer, a woman that possesses the power and presence to demolish demons in the realm of the spirit while wearing high heels and maintaining her chicness. I got any female slaves in here? Yes. I have a shirt on that says Prissy Preacher. Any ladies like being a woman? I'm a preacher, but I'm a woman, and I enjoy that. Esther chapter 4. And the word of the Lord reads as such. When Mordecai perceived all that was done, Mordecai rent his clothes and put on sackcloth with ashes, and went out into the midst of the city and cried with a loud and a bitter cry. And came even before the king's gate, for none might enter into the king's gate clothed with sackcloth. And in every province, whithersoever the king's commandment and his decree came, there was great mourning among the Jews, and fasting and weeping and wailing, and many lay in sackcloth and ashes. So Esther's maids and her chamberlains came and told it her. Then was the queen exceedingly grieved, and she sent raiment to clothe Mordecai and to take away his sackcloth from him, but he received it not. Then called Esther for Hatach, one of the king's chamberlains, whom he had appointed to attend upon her, and gave him a commandment to Mordecai to know what it was and why it was. So Hatach went forth to Mordecai into the street of the city, which was before the king's gate. And Mordecai told him all of that had happened unto him, and of the sum of money that Haman had promised to pay the king's treasuries for the Jews to destroy them. Skipping down to verse 13. Then Mordecai commanded to answer Esther, think not with thyself that thou shalt escape in the king's house more than all the Jews. For if thou altogether holdest thy peace at this time, then shall their enlargement and deliverance arise to the Jews from another place. But thou and thy father's house shall be destroyed, and who knoweth whether thou art come to the kingdom for such a time as this? Then Esther bade them return Mordecai this answer. Go gather together all the Jews that are present in Shushan, and fast ye for me, and neither eat nor drink 3 days, night or day. I also and my maidens will fast likewise. And so will I go in unto the king, which is not according to the law. And if I perish, I perish. My God, and if I perish, I perish. I want to preach from the subject title for the next couple of minutes. Don't sleep on me. I want you to look over at somebody and say, neighbor, I think you think you know me. And I'm sure you heard a couple things about me. But the little preacher girl said, don't sleep on me. Look at somebody else and say, don't judge this book by the cover. There's something locked up inside of me that God's getting ready to release in this season. Don't sleep on me. Don't sleep on me. The wisest man to have ever lived wrote one of the most enlightening, profound things in Ecclesiastes 3. He writes, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Meaning within the indefinite continued progress of existence and occurrences in the past, present, and future, there is a predetermined set period to which everything shall come into being. Yeah. There is a set period for who shall be, what shall be, when it shall be, how long it shall be, and where it shall be, that have been foreordained by God. All right. Understand, he has predetermined every event before its beginning, duration, and ending. Right. He predetermined the existence of the universe, and at the set time said, let there be. He predetermined the plan of redemption, and at the set time stepped out of eternity into time, became God incarnated, embodied in flesh, died, and atoned our sins. He predetermined your earthly existence, and at the set time set up your race, gender, location, era, parents, background, profession, and and position. He has set all things for a specific time. But no matter how much we try to manipulate and control our environment, things cannot and will not exist until the time in which he commands it to happen. It must occur on schedule at the exact moment he predestined. I submit to you tonight that nothing happens by accident. God is not sporadic. He's not figuring it out. Understand, before time began, it was already done. He told Jeremiah, before you were formed and born, you were already a prophet. Meaning before your parents ever met or dated, your existence was definite and you already had a preordained purpose. Jeremiah, before you even discovered your ability and submitted to the call to prophesy and preach, the prophecy and preach was already in you. Time was just waiting on its instructed moment to line up and uncover your preordained purpose. Why? Because there is a time to every purpose. Understand, time cannot restart. Once it begins, it continues until it ends. And it does not wait on your submission or permission, but it moves as it has been directed. Once we grasp this concept and understand that purpose has a date attached to it, it is then we will realize the imperativeness of not wasting time. When we completely comprehend and understand this, it is then we will recognize the necessity of not entertaining people and things that lack relevance to our purpose. It's then we will recognize the necessity of not functioning on feeling, but instead following his leading. It is then we will understand the necessity of positioning and preparing for our moment of execution. For our moment of execution. Here in the text we find Esther in her moment of execution. We find her in a position where she has been planted to carry out God's purpose. Understand, she's not here by chance. She did not just stumble into the kingdom, but she has been planted. Her arrival and presence is a result of divine providence. God foresaw that Vashti would fall, therefore by providential control through Babylonian captivity, Esther is put in the right place at the right time to rise. Tell somebody, I've been put in the right place at the right time to rise. A non-native of the country, an orphan raised by her cousin, someone that is poor and impoverished, a girl viewed as common by divine providence, has been put in the right place at the right time to occupy the kingdom. I came to tell somebody that there are some of you in this room that are getting ready to occupy the kingdom. There are some of you in this room that God is getting ready to use. Some of you in this room that are candidates for elevation being underestimated. There are people that are betting against you. People that are purposely overlooking you. People that are sleeping on you because they're analyzing your candidacy for elevation by your qualifications. Not understanding that God is not concerned with man's qualifications. He does not succumb to classism. He does not appoint based on socioeconomic hierarchy. His elevation isn't predicated on education. His appointment isn't a result of divine, of achieved or ascribed status. Why? Because he's the creator of status. He's the controller of status. He brings one down and exalts another. He moves people from pit places into royal positions. He uses those that lack eloquence to speak prophetic utterances. He uses people with disabilities to deliver nations. God does not call the qualified. He qualifies the called. See, people are rejecting your election. They're rejecting you as a candidate. They're rejecting your elevation because they don't understand favor, first of all, and they can't comprehend. They can't process how you're up for a position that doesn't even match your pedigree. There are some of you in this room that are from the slums. Some of you in this room whose daddies were in prison. Some of you in this room who your mama was absent. Some of you in this room who your grandparents were drug addicts. Some of you in this room grew up in the struggle. Some of you in this room never made it to college. elite. He rarely uses the privilege to accomplish his purpose because the arrogance that is embedded in the privilege tends to produce an inability to be submissive. It tends to produce an inability to take orders.
Come on. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord.
Understand Esther. She's given a chance to function in the kingdom because the previous queen, Vashti, who was of the elite, who was born into royalty, would not submit to the king's orders. She would not submit to the king's decree. Consequently, her insubordination causes her to be stripped of her position. Her public defiance causes her to be demoted. Her lack of submission causes her to lose her place in the kingdom. And Esther the commoner, Esther the orphan, Esther the immigrant is chosen as her replacement. I came to pause and prophesy to the replacement. We are approaching a season where seating in the kingdom is getting ready to be shifted. God is putting some up and taking some down. There are people that have been occupying seats of power who, like Vashti, have been openly operating in rebellion. They have been openly operating in disobedience, publicly going against the king's directives. And because of this, dethronement is in progress. Look at somebody and say, dethronement is in progress. Dethronement is in progress. Hear me. God is dethroning every leader, every preacher, every singer, every voice in the kingdom that has been publicly out of order. For within the last several years, there has been a change in the church's behavior. There has been a universal shift in the people's position, a shift in the people's submission, a shift in the bride's behavior. We have preachers on TV glamorizing the gospel and giving to the dogs what is holy. We have pastors that are supposed to be on their knees praying on Periscope, drinking in person. We have gospel artists who are supposed to be holy vessels turning our young boys into homosexuals. We have female voices that are supposed to be submitted, preaching against male headship and trying to be kings instead of queens in the kingdom. Tell somebody the bride is out of order.
My God.
And because of this misrepresentation, because of this defiance, because of this public demonstration and endorsement, we now have a generation of believers operating in error.
Come on.
We have a generation of believers following suit to what they have seen by those in seats of power. We have a generation of believers that don't know the way of holiness because leaders are getting folk pregnant and still preaching. A generation of believers that don't know about sanctification because there's no longer a distinction between holy and unholy behavior. A generation of believers unfamiliar with authentic deliverance because preachers are preaching on sin on grace.
Come on.
We have a generation of believers operating in error because they have been watching the pulpit. Because they have been watching those in seats of power. But I've come to tell somebody that there's getting ready to be a shift in the kingdom. Tell somebody there's about to be a shift. There's about to be a shift. There's about to be a shift. God is dethroning the disobedient and he's setting new people on the scene. New prophetic voices are emerging that don't want gain, they just want to be used by God. New leaders are emerging that don't want to use, manipulate, or contaminate, that just want to emancipate the captives. Holy minstrels are emerging that aren't focused on being famous, they just want to possess a Davidic anointing that will demolish demons. Tell somebody this is a season of emergence. It's putting new people on the scene.
Thank you, Jesus.
People that will be fully obedient. People that are sold out and submitted. People People that are not here for the cameras. You know, I put a post up the other month about Beyonce worship, and they got mad at me. And it actually got back to her in her camp, and they sent a message about me not putting that up. And I said, you know, when you're not here for the cameras, you can preach the unadulterated gospel.
Come on. You telling the truth.
Close doors if you want to. I don't care. Because you can't shut what God has opened. And some of y'all in here scared of the enemy. You think in your mind, in the back of your mind, in your unconscious mind, that he has the power to shut what God has opened. But if you cry aloud and spare not, God will do what he said he'll do concerning you. Looking for people that aren't here for the cameras. People that are not here for the platform. People that just want to be used as vehicles of deliverance. God foresaw that Vashti would fall, and through providential control put Esther in position to be her replacement. I said it before, I say it again. I came to speak to the replacements. You're not here by chance. By God's foreknowledge, you have been chosen and placed in your present position for divine elevation. And listen carefully, this elevation is not so you can be among the elite.
Come on.
This elevation is not so that you can be braggadocious. This elevation is not so that you can be popular. Not so that you can be arrogant, but you have been chosen at this moment for one reason: to bring about a great deliverance. Hear me, we are approaching a season of sorrow, a season of tragedy, a season of persecution, a season of satanic attack is on its way. A season where people will need to be delivered like never before. We are living in a day where people are fighting suicidal spirits, where people are fighting oppressive spirits, where people are fighting mental illness, where they're fighting demons, where they're fighting voices that are telling them to go in schools and start shooting. We are in an hour where people need authentic deliverance. They don't need another shout.
Come on.
They don't need another dance. They don't need another catchy sermon. They need the glory. Somebody shout, they need the glory. They need the authentic power of God. They need a demonstration. They need a deliverance. And God is raising up a new generation of generals, a new generation of deliverers. He's raising up a new generation of vessels that mean business. A new generation that's not afraid to be martyrs. A new generation that is ready to die for this. A new generation that says, if I perish, let me perish. If I die, let me die. But I'm going into the no zone. I'm going into the king's quarters. I'm going into the crack house. I'm going into the whorehouse because I've been anointed to shut it down. Look at somebody and say, neighbor, I've been anointed to shut it down. I've been anointed to shut down the plan of the enemy. I've been anointed to snatch souls from the adversary. For the Spirit of the Lord is upon me. For he hath anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek. He has anointed me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captive, to open the prison to those that are in bondage, to proclaim the year of salvation. God has anointed me to snatch souls out of the hands of the enemy. He has anointed me to snatch souls from the LGBT community. He has anointed me to save his generation from satanic annihilation. He has anointed me to war in the spirit against spiritual wickedness in high places. He has anointed me to shut it anointed to go home to their husband and say, yeah, come on, I have been anointed to shut it down. Loose your hold. Loose your hold. Loose your hold. Loose your hold. Get out of the house. Get out of that family. I've been anointed to shut it down. Somebody give him a praise. I got more on this paper, but I feel a shutdown praise. I said I feel a shutdown praise. There are some of you in this building that need to give God a shutting down praise. The enemy's been in your household. The enemy's been on your trail. The enemy's been on your job. The enemy's been messing with your marriage. The enemy's been messing with your emotions. The enemy's been messing with your mind. I tell you to give him a shutdown praise. I need you to We have to come against cancer. We have to come against divorce. We came to war tonight. We have to come against premature death. We have to come against these satanic spirits that are trying to lie dormant in the house of God. Not even outside, but inside. In addition to what we're personally dealing with. Now I need the prayer warriors to stand up. And I need you to open up your mouth, and for the next 5 to 10 minutes, I need you to open your mouth and begin to war when I count to 3. 1, 2, 3, war! Right now in the name of Jesus. attack. There's been a fight in your mind. I need you to come real quick. Don't wait. Because I'm going to move on to the next. Don't wait. You've been under sight. God said this is your day of deliverance.
Thank you, Jesus. Oh, death, you don't live here. Oh, your Baba Shaya. It's a healer. In the name of Jesus.
There are some of you in here, your marriage has been under attack. And you come to church week after week and you play the part because you haven't wanted anyone to know what's really going on. And God says, if you come out of your pride, and you come tonight, my sheke, glory, and you let me lay my hands on you, my shekosia, God's going to turn that marriage into something, that'll give him the glory. If you come, my shekose. If you come, only if you come. Yes, there you are. Only if you come.
Oh, you're doing it, God. Thank you.
Hallelujah. Come on, I need everybody to lift your hands right there. I want you to close your eyes too, because I'm getting ready to call something else out. There are some of you that have been struggling with your sexuality. And I know this is a hard one, but I got everybody's eyes closed. And I'll be the only one that sees you. I mean it. If you open your eyes, I pray God gets you. Some of you that have been struggling with your sexuality, and you don't want to feel this way. And there's been a fight in your members. God wants to destroy the yoke today.